Today we're on Cheat River near Hannahsville and going to be talking a little bit about the smallmouth bass populations and fisheries in Cheat River and Tygart River as well. Historically, Cheat River and Tygart River were both dead fisheries. They suffered from pollution impacts from acid mine drainage, largely from abandoned mine lands. Old mines that were no longer taken care of, and it makes very acid water that fish species such as smallmouth bass, walleye, most of your forage fish just can't survive. Very few species can tolerate acid water. So there really wasn't much fishing opportunities in these watersheds for decades on end because of these water quality issues. In the last few decades, water quality improvements from a number of agencies, nonprofit organizations such as Friends of Cheat, volunteer groups, have led to improved water quality conditions by treating this acid mine water. Smallmouth bass are one of the most abundant species in these watersheds. That's important because they're also sort of an indicator species for acid water conditions. They're very sensitive to acid water. If it doesn't kill them directly, what eventually happens is they can't reproduce and then you lose them. So smallmouth bass are usually one of the first species to disappear and one of the last species to come back. So the fact that we have abundant smallmouth bass and quite large smallmouth bass in these rivers is a huge success. This is a huge testament to the water quality improvements that have occurred over the last few decades. Smallmouth bass fishing in West Virginia, there's a lot of opportunities. We're kind of a smallmouth bass state, and they're a fun fish for anglers to target. They fight hard, they're pretty fish, they're important in terms of the river ecosystem as well. They love to feed on crayfish and other aquatic insects, but they also prey on fish as well. So anglers using any type of bait or lure that imitates a crayfish or imitates any of these aquatic insects or small minnows that they prey on is going to lead to success. And you're just going to want to pay attention to where you're seeing fish. They react to the different seasons, so they may move into deeper pools during cold water periods or even when it gets hot, or during hot water conditions. Sometimes you'll see them move up into more turbulent, rapid run areas where the water's more oxygenated. It's just a matter of trying different locations until you find fish and then get on them.